Hello ladies and gents, welcome back to another Real Talk. I am GGJ and today we are going over EU and NA swaps and changes. Good turnout for both, it's pretty even. 8 for both regions, 8 for NA, 8 for EU. First off, Torpedo taking the championship win. They're holding one, taking it over at NA. Really looking forward to seeing what comes out of this preseason. Hopefully it goes to week 7 and then onwards, who knows. But we shall see. NA and EU there. Right. EU, Torpedo GG, sitting pretty at number 1 with 12 wins, 2 losses, 85.71% win ratio, points 400. Team Question Mark in second with 13 wins, 3 losses, 81.25 win ratio, 360 points. Death and Tax is taking the third spot out of Fate Esports hands. Fate have held that for 5 weeks, third position. Sadly could not participate in this week's tournament. Death and Tax is sitting at 7 wins, 9 losses, 43.75% win ratio with 150 points. Fate Esports falling down to 4th. Wins 5, losses 5, 50% win ratio, 115 points. However, this is where it's going to be getting interesting. Team Griffin and Fate Esports going up head to head. This is going to be very interesting. Team Griffin with 5 wins, 5 losses, 50% win ratio, 105 points. Only 10 points split 4th and 5th. No Elves sadly have disbanded. Tea Time Prime moving up into 7th with 25 points, 4x4. 1 win, 2 losses, 33.3% win ratio with 20 points. No Name Esports sadly disbanded. That new team could not participate this week. District 69, a newcomer, went out first round sadly, but 10 points. Team Smasor again went out first round. Both two brand new teams. Thank you ever so much for participating on the Paladins World Tournament. Very good to see. So, you've got pretty... Right, okay, so... The way things are looking at EU, for top dog, it's between Torpedo and Team Question Mark. As you can see, there's like 40 points. There's not a lot between them, right? So those two are going to battle it out for the number 1 spot. Then you've got Death and Taxes, Fate and Griffin for 3rd. Now, Death and Taxes have pulled out because they managed to get a final placement. But sadly going down to 3rd and 4th again, not really doing much. Fate Esports couldn't attend this week, but will be attending the week coming. Team Griffin. This team is the shocker, the rising stars, if you will. Used to be going out first round, now they're making semis, finals and stuff like that, and it's really looking good. It's really good for the scene, so congratulations to all those teams, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how far it will go. Tea Time Prime, my team. You know, I enter in there with everybody who wants to actually participate in a tournament and get some tournament experience. We don't win anything, but we're getting the points and we're racking them up. Hopefully we can get into 6th, but behind Team Griffin. No Elves, obviously, they've got a win under them, so, you know, we'll see. Moving on to NA. Now, this is where the action's at. This is where, you know, the EU's great, but NA. And... like, there is so many teams that are fighting for points and stuff. It is amazing. Now, I've been given some information regarding Warpath Gaming, Bench, and that. They sort of done a merger and back to basics as well. So, I might have got the teams wrong. Forgive me if I have. But there was a merger of teams, and, you know, obviously it's done the scene good, but for Warpath, obviously, but who knows. Hold'em 1. 13 wins, 2 losses, 86.67% win ratio, sitting at pretty at 380 points. Kugama. I'm going to say it wrong. I know I'm going to say it. You know what? Hey, Mo, all right? I'm sorry. I am sorry that I am butchering your team's name, dude. You know what? Old Renegades, right? 11 wins, 3 losses, 78.57% win ratio with 280 points. They're 100 points. Behind Hold'em 1. Ronan, 9 wins, 7 losses, 56.25% win ratio, 235 points, so they're not out of the running of it yet. Warpath Gaming, my boys, you know, I'm a Warpath fan, people know this. 8 wins, 6 losses, 57.14% win ratio, 175 points. Benched. Now, benched, I'm not sure. I can't remember the information, but obviously because I don't have it at hand. I'm not sure if they got disbanded or they have disbanding. The rumor was that they had. I don't know. However, I will look into that for the follow-up video on Thursday. They are sitting at 6 wins, 4 losses, 60% win ratio, 70 points. Exile Gaming, or just Exile rather, 3 wins, 5 losses, 37.5%, 50% win ratio with 55 points, sitting in 6th. Ripple Esports in 7th, sitting with 3 wins, 4 losses, 42.86% win ratio with 40 points. Zenith Black moving up the ladder from last time. This is really good. 1 win, 4 losses, 20% win ratio, 30 points. Is really good to see them. G2 Academy sitting with 1 win, 3 losses, 25 win ratio, 20 points. Croatian, they're moving up. They're in the top 10 now. That puts them in 10th with 15 points with 3 losses. Back to basics, I do believe Woo Gaming have disbanded. But it's going to be looking really nice to see like actual people who want to compete and saying, oh, well, rather than giving up, I'm going to try and get myself into another team. NA seems to be taking the lead in that, and it's really good to see. And so moving on to who's going to take this. Like, okay, you've got the top 4 are the teams that, like, 1 week they're in the final, 1 week they're third, 1 week they're in the final, then the second, and so forth. And it's, wow, it can go either way. But Hold It M1 Gaming are 100 points clear of Kugami. Ronin, these teams are all strong, but they could have bad weeks. Hold It M1, obviously, have took 2 losses now, so like they're not unbeatable. Ronin looking very, very strong. Like, really strong. Warpath, again, looking strong as well. The old Renegades team, Kagami, I think they can take this. I believe that they're going to have that mountain to climb. Okay, so what needs to happen? So we're in week 6 or week 5 or whichever it is. Week 6, I think. So we've got, 1 week left before stop? I don't know. Like, see, this is something Paladins World haven't actually announced. When are we going to stop preseason? When are we going to move into season 1 and so forth and all this? I don't know. Anyway, Hold'em 1 looking strong. Kugami, old Renegades. Renegades can take this, but we need Hold'em 1 to crash out of a tournament, not attend, or Kugami to beat them. So the way seeding works is you'll have Hold'em 1 with a bye at first round, and then you've got second team, and then third. So say like we've got a round of 16, top 4 would get byes. So Renegades and Hold'em 1, Kugami or whatever you want to call them, wouldn't fight each other till at least, well, the final. Which means even if Hold'em 1 lost to them, they're still going to get 60 points. That still increases their lead. Yes, Kugami could catch them by 20. Not enough. Now, seeing as we don't know when preseason is going to end, or if there's going to be a stop to this, I mean, Ronin need to keep putting in the performances, so do Warpath if they want to get top 3. I think that's where the fight's going to be between Warpath and Ronin for third. But in saying that, Ronin can actually pip over old Renegades Kugami. I'm never going to get this right. And you know what? I'm going to actually ask Mo to come into chat and say the name once. And then I'll be fine. That's all it needs. Tell me. God. But anyway, Ronin versus Warpath. Warpath, if they continue to put in performances, get themselves up into the semis, maybe third or fourth, and maybe put themselves into the final a couple of times, they're going to be a threat to Ronin. Ronin put in some great performances lately. It's a little scary. But everybody's got their work cut out for them to catch up to Hold'em 1, where EU's a little bit closer because obviously DQM and Torpedo battling out. Torpedo back on front, and those two are switched and swapped. However, Hold'em 1 haven't been second. They're still top of the pile, and they're top of the pile by basically a week. It's like they've got themselves up so many points And Kugami have had a bad run, or they had a bad run rather, a spill of bad luck, or whatever it may have been. That they've got a lot of work to do to catch up. That's 100 points difference. But who knows? We shall see. Anyway, ladies and gents, I just want to take this time to appreciate and say thank you to every single person that is participating in these esports scene. Our esports scene. This is our esports scene. Make no mistake about it. Representing Paladins. This is really good. And a shout out to Kenneth and Dave from Paladins World. These guys do a great job. They truly, truly do. And I want to say thank you to them. They do an amazing job. They struggle. They're never going to hide it. They'll struggle. But they do a great job. Shout out to Hyris Cooper as well. Like, coming in on a Saturday. Doesn't pay to do this. He's not there to... He's not working. And he holds all these... he admins these tournaments. I mean, while he was admin in the Paladins tournament, which we only had like 8 teams... He was adminning a 90 bracket Xbox Smite tournament. Give the man some credit. Give him some love when you see Cooper. You know what? He does an outstanding job working on the weekend, every weekend. And, same with Kenneth and Dave. They've dedicated themselves to it, and, props to them. So thank you ever so much to all these guys for doing this, putting in this effort. It truly is amazing. But the esports scene, man. It's looking hot. It's looking hot. I can't wait. But anyway, guys, thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, leave a like. And, of course, leave comments and all that. I love to interact with you guys because you guys are absolutely freaking awesome. And I will see you in the battlefield. Thank you. GG. I'll see you next time.